Fear is also a force. Fear of losing control, fear of being rejected, fear of not meeting needs, fear of betrayal, fear of loneliness, fears, and cycles that confirm the fears, repeated patterns, so boring, so disturbing, searching for a way out, searching for emergency exits. The agony and the wonder. How in the world is it possible to be again at this point? Trustfulness vanishes in a creepy fog. Wait a moment. Take a deep breath. Watch the fear. Fear has this crazy passion to stalk itself while growing. And while fear is doing its thing, we get to be the ones that open the door with one hand and shut it upon our faces using the other. Come on, take your hands away from the door. Your nose is bleeding. What do you want? Said the self to the fear. I'm protecting you, the fear replied. From what? From what's behind the door. What's behind the door? I don't know for sure. My nose is bleeding. What do you mean you don't know for sure? And the fear replied with a trembling voice. What if? The self stood up. First things first, let's take care of the bleeding nose. Okay, like enough, no need for a hospital in our modernized world. So what now? The self turned to the fear and said, I know you're here to protect me, but I think you're overdoing it. The one hand, the force of life and love, touched the other hand, the force of fear and distraction. What do you think? It said. Is it possible for us to cooperate? The self started praying for cooperation. The fear answered nothing, but it started to deflate itself under the light touch of love. Both hands touched the door handle and they cautiously, while full of curiosity, started opening the door. The hand of fear said to the hand of love, I suppose you know we were going to have one of these crises again. And the hand of love replied while smiling, Yes, I know already, but don't worry. We will cooperate at last again because cooperation is the only chance we have to write cycles creatively.